What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division Resurgence video, because that's right, we got a release date. Yes, March the 31st is the big day. Finally, it feels like such a long time ago since we heard about the Resurgence, and yesterday during the Division's 10th anniversary stream we got a lot of information concerning the Resurgence. So lock in, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and let's check it all out.
Was an incredible experience.
So this is how it all started off during the live stream, where we got a little bit of chat about the lucky agents from the ETF that got to travel to Massive last week, and as you can see, got to play on, I'm not sure if they're iPhones or Samsung phones, but definitely on a Backbone device. I've got the older version of one of them. But then we got this trailer that you can see here, and as the trailer finished, we got ourselves this lovely graphic with the release date.
We're looking at a possible full-scale national civil war, unless we stop them.
And the amazing Resurgence logo to boot.
That's right. The game.
They then said that pre-registration is available on iOS and on Android, and if you do, they're going to get yourself these lovely pure gold weapon skins. So be sure to do that as well, along with the what looked like the firefighter set, very similar to the flashback to the Division 1 sets that we got. We then got a bit of a walkthrough of what the game actually looks and plays like. One of the more interesting features with this, and I've talked about it before, is that the open world is actually a public playground. It's an open world. You can run around, you might see an agent, you might not see an agent. But that also is going to come in useful if you're struggling with certain open world events and things like that. You can see this person here is using the touch controls, but as well, they do mention that the story continues after the Division 1. So that is before the Division 2. And the map looks fairly familiar for anyone that has played the Division 1. Some quick things to note here for the eagle-eyed amongst you. Yes, you can see they're fighting a brand new enemy faction called the Freemen. So that is something new as part of the story. It's got its own dedicated story. It's not a repeat of the Division 1. This, like I just said, this is following the Division 1. And everything when it comes to combat revolves around specializations. Much like the Division 2 specializations, they have their own combat built around them in Resurgence. It's very much dependent on your role in the team. And of course, as you can see, or you may or not already have seen, they do have some different SHD skills in there as well. They talked about the fact there will be hundreds of customization agents, styles for your agent, I should say. So, you know, expect a lot of the old school Division 1 type themes with some wild and wackier type ones as well. And obviously it has its own dark zone as well, and I'll show some footage of that just in a moment, because in a second part of the stream they gave us some live dark zone footage. This first section then kind of wrapped it up with this really cool looking graphic. It just looks awesome, but as you can see, it just says you can register now on iOS and on Google Play, with that sweet release date of March the 31st, 2026. So this was the next part of the stream with James, the community developer, and I'll save the person next to him by not trying to pronounce his name and making it extremely awkward if he ever sees this. But as you can see here, at this moment in time, he is in the dark zone. They talk about the timer that the dark zone has, where you've got to get in and get out within a certain amount of time or you will die. And there's a couple of other nice little things that they mention here as well. That when you go to extract your loot, you can also extract your loot, and then you can choose whether or not you want to extract yourself. You don't have to run to a checkpoint like you have to do in Division 1 or 2. Next up, they talked about the different specializations, because as you probably saw they had a whole lot of drones around their head. He kind of called it the lazy class, and they said that we're going to get 4 specializations from launch, with more to come later on in the Division Resurgence's life. They then also talked about within certain landmarks, there's actually boxes which are turrets that you can use credits for and get them to actually assist you. You can see one there. You can put some credits in, and the sentry turret will help you out. A bit like how we used to do in the pier in the Division 1 when we needed those extra defenses when it was getting fairly tough. They did mention, just like our Dark Zones, that it is a PvPvE area, so there will be the option to go rogue and kill each other. Next, they talked about rewards, and I'll let James cover this.
No, we've actually got a huge amount of rewards. We have a reward coming for anyone who's pre-registered to the game. We've got rewards for people who've watched previous streams. Obviously, we'll have Twitch drops as well. Hopefully. Look out for that. That's going to be on our Twitter, hopefully, very soon. But that's the goal. We've got tons coming. But most importantly, for all of you guys watching right now on live on this stream, we also have some really cool rewards if you play Resurgence in TD2, which is really great for those of you who are tempted to try it out. If you don't know, if you like it, if you've never played mobile, this is a good opportunity for you to try it out, or at least a good incentive, we hope. And the first incentive that we hope will get you to try it out is that it's free. So, yeah, just
give it a try.
Enjoy. Anyway.
So that was that, and obviously they want us to play during the anniversary season for some extra rewards. They did talk about emulators a little bit, and that they're happy for people to use emulators to play this game on PC. They just said be careful and just make sure the emulator that you are using actually downloads the official build from the Google Play Store. I'm also going to let James talk about this next bit because I think it's fairly important. And with it being a free-to-play mobile game, the biggest question that is going to come up is this going to be pay to win? We do know that there is microtransactions in the game. We've seen it in the tests. But let's see what the stance is on that.
One question that comes back on a regular basis, and which I will answer now, is about being free to play versus pay to win. We've made sure throughout the whole process that nothing is pay to win, or at least we're really trying to avoid it as much as possible. So anything that will help you fight better, let's say, or be better, or die less, in my case, that's the most important part. Die less in game, anything like that is unlockable for free. So
yes,
don't worry about not being good. That's my problem. Yeah, just come in and enjoy the game.
And I think that's a fairly important thing to take away from this. Obviously, there is going to be pay to shortcut. It's a mobile game. I would fully expect that. But if you just want to log in, play casual, play every day, log in, do your daily stuff and things like that, there is absolutely no reason by the end of all that you won't be able to keep up with the best of the best. And I really hope that is the motto that they really do stick with. And that was pretty much all of the juicy details. Obviously, the biggest detail for this was that the release is coming on the 31st of March 2026. It certainly has been a long time running, and I think it's probably worth checking out. Even though it's a mobile game, I think if you're against mobile games, you don't usually play them and things like that. Obviously, I've set it up on PC on emulator previously and had a lot of success. It plays really, really well. You can pretty much get it running as good as the Division 1 did back in its day. So, there's certainly no playability issues from my point of view when it comes to that. It's completely cross-platform and cross-save. So if you log in on iOS, you'll get your character. If you log in on Android, you'll get your character. And that means, obviously, when you play it on emulator on Android, you will get your character. So that is really good as well. But I definitely would recommend checking it out. But as always, agents, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the official TDR Discord along with the TDR section in my Discord as well. And feel free to ask any questions there if you need any help. See you later, agents. Bye-bye.